I supposed to settle for a regular type dude.
How tall are you?
I am 5'3".
Dress size?
I am a medium.
Dress size? Number?
Um, a 10.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
157.
Fresh face out of the shower, just your natural face. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you
This
rank
is
your
my
looks?
natural face.
What? Okay, fresh face out of the shower, your natural face. You can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? 1 to 10.
A 6.
Okay. A 6 is right above average. A 5 is average, right? You're 5'3", 100, a dress size 10, so that's above average weight. 5'3", you should be roughly dress size 4. 4'6", 125 pounds. Even if I believe you're 157, 160, you're almost 33 pounds, 33% over your ideal target weight.
I
And
can
you
lose
have
the weight.
listen. If you're average to cute looking, if you're below average health from a weight standpoint, and you have 2 children, overall, does that make you below average, average, or above average? Factor all those things in together.
Average.
So why should you get anything over? Then why should you get above average? What do you mean settle for? You should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
They don't have big chest tattoos either, and 2 other kids. Man,
I can't
I'm
get-
just
I
saying.
can't get
Okay,
this-
I want to. No. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Why should an average woman say she's settling for an average man? Maybe
Ain't
that
nothing
makes
wrong with it. Wait.
No,
Ain't
you
nothing-
said so I should just
ain't
settle.
nothing
No, you said that.
wrong.
Listen. You said so I should just settle for an average guy, and I'm like, you're an average woman. Why should you not get?
I would be settling. I mean, he could, I mean, nothing
Why
wrong with an average.
why would you be settling and he wouldn't? So what would he be doing? Would he be upgrading?
He don't got no money. So if he don't have no money,
You ain't fine enough for no money.
I'm not fine enough for money.
No. You're
Average
6.
women
You're 5.
date
You're 5. You said
billionaires.
you're 6, ma'am. You said you're 6. You don't get money. You get second shift at the plant. Did you go to college?
No, I didn't.
Okay, ma'am.
I have my own business though.
Congratulations. Don't care. Ma'am, you got 2 children. And you said you are 6. I give you 5, 6. Your numbers together would be average. So why? So an average man would be upgrading to get you.
Look, I didn't say
I'm
all
asking.
that.
I'm asking, ma'am, because ma'am, we're just having a conversation. You said you'd be settling, so by extension, he would
Okay,
be.
so I guess we'll be settling for each other.
Well,
that
would he
better?
no. But my issue is, you said settling for him. That means you'd be getting something less than what you deserve. When we settle, we get
Because
less.
I already have everything that I need. If he's not adding to me, then that will be settling, right?
Fabian, I want you to understand what I asked you last night. I asked this question oftentimes with black women. If you have to work as hard today or harder if you want children with a husband, would you rather have a husband or be single? And almost 100% of the time, black women would say, if I have to work as hard as I am today with a husband, I'd rather be single, because a husband is not, just by being a man ain't enough. He's supposed to make her life easier. That is why I have no problem telling women to die alone. It is not our job to make women's lives easier. It's our job to protect, provide, but that's not necessarily easy. It's harder. Relationships are hard. So, ma'am, you got all the things you need except somebody to share life with. And the man who can meet your standards, okay? Can he meet other women's standards?
Yeah.
Okay, then why should he not get the best? If he can meet your high standard, he can meet another woman's standard. And all I'm saying is that why should a man have to settle for a woman with 2 kids because you got a business?
They don't have, Kevin, they don't have to settle for me.
But you said you'd be settling for him.
Okay, just like you, Kevin, you say that
Mhm.
high value men are supposed to have money, right? That's what you say. So if they don't have money, that means their value is low, right?
No.
And you go off women.
No,
buying
no, no,
their
no. If
looks.
you want to know, no. High value men, that's a completely different component. That's less than 10% of men.
Mhm.
And high value men get high value women, women who are in high demand.
Right,
That's not your category.
because I got kids, right?
You're not, ma'am. No, yes, are you? Would you say that you're a woman that's in high demand or most wanted?
I could be. I mean, yeah, I could be. I mean,
You could be.
if I
So
take
okay.
care,
So
I
so
take care.
so
Can I
man,
tell you?
listen,
Can I
listen,
tell
listen,
you
listen,
about?
listen. Don't
Can
hold
I
on.
tell you about myself?
Hold on. Ma'am, you're 37 with 2 children.
Mhm.
Where in the world do women who are average to above average, look average to cute, who are a little overweight with 2 kids, where are these women in high demand?
Kevin, I'm working on myself. So if I
No,
was
ma'am,
to
I asked a
lose,
very specific question. It's not, no, because you're working on yourself. That's fine, but that doesn't mean you're in high demand.
I can get there. Can I?
And
So
see,
you mean to tell me if I can lose 20 pounds and
80
I take
years
care,
ago, 80 years ago, with a woman in your position, even without the children, 80 years ago, would a woman in your position be with the top 10% man?
you said 80
80
years ago,
years ago. 80
was she,
years ago. Would she be with a man in the top 10% of all men? 80 years ago.
yeah,
No.
why?
There are a limited amount of these men to go around. Ma'am. This is what I want you guys to understand, especially in the black community.
Mhm.
You're an average woman by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that's being fair. Average at best is more likely the term. Average at best would be pretty fair.
Okay, and these,
Why
and
would, but listen,
I'm
the issue,
listening.
but the issue is, so I got to settle for an average man. That's not settling. That's getting what you can afford to buy on the sexual marketplace.
Okay, so if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. I'm gonna be honest, you can't. You're 37 with 2 kids. If they're less than 10% of the men, why would he pick you over a woman with no children?
But Kevin, I talk to pretty good high value. I go on dates with high caliber men. I don't go
Yes,
on
they will
dates
go
with,
on dates with you. They will talk to you. They'll have sex with you.
we talk about marriage. We talk about
I
marriage.
want you to understand this is what the issue is, because I've talked about this for a year and a half, because men will deal with you. What man of value, who is a high value man recognized by other men of value, what man that fits in that category is seriously vetting you to be a wife today?
I'm talking to someone now. I'm been dating this guy now who's a pretty high value, and we've been talking
How
about
old is
marriage.
he?
He's 51.
Uh-huh. And what makes him high value?
He owned his own car dealership,
Uh-huh.
and he has multiple businesses.
Uh-huh.
He owns houses. Like
Uh-huh.
he's doing pretty good for himself. He's probably
Okay.
not rich, but
Ma'am, being high value is more than just money.
he got a good head on his shoulders. He got a good personality. He take care of himself. He work out. He don't even look like he
Oh,
51.
Jesus Christ. Ma'am. I'm trying to be reasonable. But it's more than just money. And I'm saying a man like, okay, why would a man how can I say this without sounding rude? I mean, I'm trying to. Why would a man who has this going on, and what state are you in?
I am in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, I didn't need, I just said state. But anyway, why would a man who's choose a woman like that? Okay, if you say he's high value, to me, when I talk about high value, is it's not just money. It's over a period of time. It's what you do. It's also men of value must recognize you as a peer or a potential peer. You got to have a network of high value men and others, and you must be useful to others in a group. So you judge a man not just on his money, by his network, by other men who say, yeah, that's a man of value. He's a mover or shaker, a
Yeah,
most eligible.
he
Okay,
got
man, but these men don't settle. They don't settle. They don't get women who are. There are men on YouTube right now saying, I don't know what I'm talking about being high value. But here's one thing that they do agree with me on. They don't take a woman with children. They don't. I've had men who vehemently disagree with me on a lot of things. They don't listen to me, but unanimously, we don't take another man's children because that's not even in their mindset. They don't. So you ladies can call it what you want, and I'm thinking, how long have y'all been dating?
2 weeks now.
I said seriously, but considering you to be a wife in 2 weeks, ma'am, yeah,
I said we've been talking about it.
ma'am, that's what I'm saying, ma'am. I said, what man of value who's recognized by other men of value is seriously betting you to be a wife? And you said this man, you ain't known this dude but 2 weeks.
From the streets, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money.
The only reason I'm pushing this hard, ma'am, is because it triggers me when I hear average women talking about settling for average men. And I'll be honest.
Why do it trigger you?
Because you'd be lucky to get an average man. He would be settling for you. He would be settling for you to have to deal with you, 2 children from somebody else. Yes, ma'am, that's why. Because
say something.
no, you asked, let me finish. He'd be settling for you because you.
Because I got 2 children?
Amongst other things, yes.
I mean, I'm a good person to get along with. So
That may be, ma'am. That may be. You could be a perfectly lovely person, but there are other women who are perfectly lovely people who are childless and more physically appealing.
that's fine. Like, I mean,
So that means, ma'am, by definition, see, that's the thing. The kind of men you ladies talk about you want, they are rare. They are for every man that falls into your category, there are thousands of women that want him. He can only have one wife. That's why.
You telling he gonna have a lot of wives. I mean,
No. He gonna have a lot. He gonna cheat a lot, but he gonna have one wife. He can only marry one person. It's called bigotry. All right, that's enough. That's enough. No, that's enough. You can only have one wife. Don't. No. That's all. You can only have one wife. Nope. You sat there and why didn't you marry your baby daddy?
We grew apart.
This is
We grew apart.
Oh, Jesus, don't say it. You grew up. Whew, softball. You grew apart. Was that before or after the second child?
The second child, we was getting into arguments and stuff. So it's just,
So, and how long were y'all together?
we was together since we were teenagers.
See, that's the problem. There's another problem, man. You get no higher than your baby daddy. Because men look at a woman and then she look at her children because men say, I'm not going to go raise a lesser man's child. That's what happens.
You think all men think like that?
You think I got 1 million subscribers on each platform because I don't know what I'm talking about? You think I can do this night in, night out, and people co-sign? Ma'am, y'all would be better off to realize that more men think like this because the results show they do. You're almost like a mirror copy of Average at Best. The video that sparked a lot of this. She only had 1 kid, you got 2. Yes.
You trying to make it seem like you trying to make
I'm
it
saying
like
I'm making it seem
saying
no,
I'm
I want you to
better.
understand that how we came in is the same thing that she said. You saying I would have to settle for an average man. And this is a men's platform. What do you think you were saying to all the men that are average men when you say that you will be settling for them? 50% of men are average or below. You don't have a problem offending them.
No, I don't want to offend nobody. What is
When
you
you say
trying
you
to?
settle for, okay, ma'am, if I said I settled for you, would that make you feel good?
A lot of people settle in
If I said I
relationships.
settled for, don't see when a woman doesn't answer a question directly, she's attempting to be deceptive.
Yes, I'll be mad. Yeah, I'll be mad.
Right. Thank you. So don't play with me. So when you say you're going to settle for an average man, you don't mind offending them. So I have no problem telling you why I think it's crazy for an average woman. Average, you say you're 5 or 6, I'll give you a 6, 5, 6. Okay, fine. But all the other things, man, puts you below average. Where can
Look, if I
I
have
want you to
two
listen?
children,
Let's take it away from you and me. Let's take it away from you and me and looks and everything else because it's too personal. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's reset the table. Okay, where would it make sense for a high school graduate who graduated with a C, a 2.0, a C, a 2.0, right?
mhm,
Would it make sense somebody like that demanding to get into Harvard, Princeton, MIT, Stanford?
no,
Would they be settling for junior college?
no.
Your JUCO, junior college, 2.0. But the way you talk and women like yourself talk is like you deserve to get into Princeton, Harvard, MIT, Stanford. When you're a 2.0, going to junior college.
Can I say something?
Sure. I mean, and understand people go to junior college and get associates, decide to go to junior college and go to a 4 year. And it would be far better in the world for women who are average to get with an average man because an average man provides a woman options. But I don't want you to get with an average man and feel like you're settling. You need to treat that man with respect because a man is
I
worth
mean,
more than a goddamn
I
paycheck.
would never. I mean, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, why would I disrespect them?
I'm talking about women in general. And well, you disrespected them by saying settling. That's why. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Saying I'm settling is a condescending, disrespectful tone. Just like you say, you would feel some kind of way if I said I settled for you. But my grandmother settled for my grandmother had a 6th grade education. My grandfather had a 4th grade education. She settled for him and gave us a family legacy that we are still trying to measure up to. We are not doing nearly as well as the people who had less education and more hard circumstances in the black community before us. We are not good stewards of of their legacy. And part of the reason is because our women are so out of line. You think you're settling or should get more, and you can't get more. There are only a handful of these men, but the rest of women get men who roughly around their area. Yes, it's okay to want something better. It's okay to graduate with a 2.0 and want to get into Princeton or want better, but you got to be realistic and pick. Now, again, everybody who thinks I'm being a little harsh or whatever, she's 37 with 2 kids and still hasn't put together any real thought about what a marriage or a relationship should be. But y'all focus on my tone and my delivery and this and that. And all I'm sitting here trying to do is tell women like you, ma'am,
But
that you would be
honestly,
life is better with somebody on your level. And understand something. I'm going to say this and I'll let you speak. If I put you with a high value man and you were his wife and you went around these places, do you feel like you would fit in a room with these women, their wives?
yes, yes, because I'm classy. I'm not a ratchet type of woman.
And say you're ratchet.
I know how to speak. I know how to drink from a glass. I mean, I
Ma'am,
know
they
how
would
to
look,
set it.
ma'am, ma'am, they would look at your chest tattoo and rule you out.
I could cover that with makeup, Kevin. I wouldn't even have this
Okay.
type of
Okay.
outfit.
Okay. And see, that's another thing. I've had so many women who were married to these kind of men say these women have no idea how snarky and how vicious these women can be.
And I got this when I was young.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. You got it. And you still got 2 kids out of wedlock, ma'am. They're gonna. All the woman would have to do is like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, Roger. Here's your wife. Hey, Miss Cleveland. Hey, how you doing? So, Roger, yeah, he's a VP of marketing, And where'd you graduate from college? What? Ohio? State? Michigan? Big Ten? You didn't graduate. Oh, you didn't graduate from college. Okay, all right.
But Mr. Kevin,
Ma'am, I'm just telling. Okay, never mind. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it.
Can I say something? You said you
Go ahead. Yeah, you can say something. Go ahead.
I thought you said like college and all of that type of stuff didn't matter.
I said to men it doesn't matter, but I asked you being in the room with their wives. When you're in with the soccer moms and the 4-H club and the junior league and all these other women, women size you up. They're looking at everything about you, and you know how women can be. And if you don't, let me tell you, these women, they look at everything.
But I
all right, never mind. It's enough. It's enough.
Can I? You said you
yeah. At the end of the day, no, you don't get a high value men want something for their value. You may be a perfectly lovely woman, but they're limited in supply. And if you had as many options as he does, would you settle for a man like you? Would you settle for a woman like you? Would you do that? If you had as many options as men as he has in women, would you settle for you?
Yes, I would.
Of course you would. Outside of your mind. That's why I have no problem. That's why I have no problem staying on code. Because shame, insults, guilt, and need to be right. They're gonna keep going and 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 keep going. Keep going. Average at best, meet average at worst.